Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, Fake Baby Daddy, born through the street, man. And today we in the studio, right? Now, I've been really just relaxing and chilling all day, right? You know, getting my little rest because it's a rainy day. So I was laid back. I had business lined up. I set everything up for tomorrow for a few things I need to do, right? And so I've been napping and I just woke up and and I just had a few dreams about some things that had happened, right? And let me just say this to you guys, right? The younger guys, that's going through certain shit, especially the ones that's getting money now, right? Man, listen, stop throwing good relationships away for these side hoes, bro. You hear me? I'm gonna say that again. Stop throwing good relationships away for some of these side hoes, man. Now, normally, and everybody know this, technically, when you get a side hoe, you ain't getting nothing out that deal but a little pussy. That's it. A little pussy. And the only reason she would be your side woman is because you got something she want and need. A few dollars you can hit her. You look good, you're riding slick, and you can break her off a few dollars so she'll play that position. But she's not gonna be loyal when the money run out. If you gotta switch lanes and stop doing that, if you go to jail, she ain't gonna stay. If you stop hustling, she ain't gonna stay. She act like she wanna try to move up to number one, but she would never be able to do what your real woman do. And you got to realize that, you can think about this. Every time she needs you, you gonna be right there. But the time you need her, she ain't gonna be able to do it. Just for whatever reason, why, however it go. Some of y'all might have better luck, cause I done had good side women. I had one that was good, and it wasn't so much as good. I was able to take care, so she played her position longer. You know what I mean? And then I had another one that was under her that when she got her chance, dropped the ball. And I'm like, damn, you begged to get on this team and you would play me like that? Let me tell you what I'm talking about, right? So I had my wife and I had another little side chick. I was fucking with her because I was hustling and her house was on the block. So it was convenient. I could back up over there, put the work out to the workers on the block, and it was convenient at her house. Yeah, I was fucking her a little bit, but I was more in tune with the house because I needed it. So I was getting something out the deal when it came to that part, right? So it's cool. I'm doing that. Then here come another bitch. They attracted to the money. You know what I mean? They can see when you getting money. They can see how you riding, how you dress. You know what I mean? They know when a nigga getting money, right? This chick comes, I give her a job being the chauffeur, right? Now, my other chick, the side chick, told me, Shrimp, that bitch like you. I'm like, nah, she don't. This is a business arrangement. She seen it before I did. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't looking for it, y'all. You know what I mean? I already was juggling two women. The fuck I'm going to do with the third? Right? So, naturally, just like my girl said, this bitch started hitting on me. I asked her, what am I going to do with you? Now, this woman used to watch me take my wife to work, go over the side chick house, play around, hustling, doing what we doing, because she's the driver. She used to see me get groceries from the other chick house. We'd go. dropped shit at home. She knew it was two of them. And she still wanted involved. She still wanted to get involved, right? So I even asked her, what I'ma do with you? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So I eventually let her in, y'all. This bitch had the nerve to come with a whole fucking girlfriend. A whole girlfriend. It's not just one, two, it's three, it's four of these motherfuckers. And I'm saying, what the fuck is wrong with this chick? I didn't do that. She did all that. But that ain't the point, y'all. She wiggled her way in there, or I should say, reasoned her way in there. And then the time I needed her, I'm talking about important things. And this shit bothered me to this day. She was there every day at like 7 o'clock, ready to hustle and do this and that. I gets pulled over one night. Me and my wife could be arguably the worst day of my life. Could be, technically. I gets pulled over, y'all. The police runs my name. I'm good. Run my wife's name. She got a fucking warrant. She done missed her court date on some traffic shit. So I'm trained when you get in the police car. Well, I learned how to read the screen when they run the thing. I learned how to read the screen, right? So I look when I see her name come up and the warrant popped up next to it, it's red. I'm whispering to her, damn, Sandy, you missed that court date? She like, Oh. I'm like, damn, Sandy, you got a warrant. She's like, what? We whispering, right? So then the police look, he said, Sandra. She like, yes, yes. He like, what you been doing? She like, nothing. Listen, my wife was so classy, they didn't even think it was her, y'all. You hear me? They said, you think that's her? He like, no, I don't know. He said, run it through the DMV so we can get a picture and see, so we can make sure. They run it through the DMV, y'all. Her picture pop up with the one. My wife had on the same shirt in the picture that she had on the day we got stopped. I'm like, oh my God, Sandy, that's you. You got the same shirt on the day. Damn. So I'm like, God. So they got to take her in. Now the police like, yeah, well, you got to go in for this warrant, man. And you like, Mr. Jew, I'm going to take you in, you'll be released in a few minutes, but man, you ain't got no license and such, man. You won't be getting your car back. So now they finna take my car and my woman. I'm pissed, right? And my wife got a whole jab of blows up her pussy. You know what I mean? So we goes in the station. Now I got to kind of coach her through. I'm like, Sandy, I don't give a fuck what happened. You better not let them find that shit. You gonna have to bend over and cough and all kind of shit, but you better keep that pussy tight as you can keep it. So thank God she made it through there and didn't catch a second case, right? But, so I'm going to go pick her up, y'all. I'm going to pick her up the next day. I wasn't mad. I'm like, well, they fucking with me. I got a little money, I had the dope line booming. So I'm like, ain't shit. I'll go get her. That ain't no problem. So my side chick, she didn't drive. But the third base bitch did drive. So I'm like, I called her, let her know, hey man, they took my car last night, man, and they locked Sandy up. I got to go bond her out. I need you to be here tomorrow, like 7:30, close to 8, so we can go down there and get my girl out. You know this bitch showed up late, y'all. On purpose. On purpose. This bitch get there, it's almost 10 o'clock. You hear me? It's almost fucking 10 o'clock. I goes down there anyway, looking. Courtroom closed. Can't find my wife. I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm going from courtroom to courtroom, go to the little office. They can't tell you nothing because the paperwork just went downstairs. It ain't gonna be in the computer yet and all this shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. I always be thinking, right? So I remember my wife had an ex-husband whose brother was a Cook County sheriff, right? So I calls my wife's daughter, hey, I need you to call your uncle and tell him your mother went to jail last night, for traffic. They knew she had caught the traffic case, right? So I told her, yeah, she went to jail. She missed her court date. I'm down here trying to bond out, but I can't find her. Call your uncle and have him pull her paperwork and find out how much her bond is. Her daughter get right on the business. Shout out to Zinga too. She stood on that business, right? She made the phone calls, handled the business, called me back a couple of hours later. Yeah, Maurice, I talked to him. She said her bond is he said her bond is $400. How much you got on it? I'm like, bitch, I got $400, She like, well, I don't need that much. I want to put something on. Can you just give me 200? Yeah. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to come get it. I'm looking at the clock, y'all. It had got kind of late. When you bonding people out, you got to be in the building before a certain time, like 8:30 or 9. You got to be in there, before to bond them out, right? So it was close to the time when you had to be in the building. So I'm like, maybe we need to wait till tomorrow because I don't think you gonna make it down there. She like, look, I don't want my mama to spend the night in there. She said, I'm gonna make it. Listen, when I tell you that bitch put the pedal to the metal, y'all, and got down there and made it inside the damn jail, she did. And bond the lady out. When she come up out of the place, she called me. Okay, Maurice, I paid the bond. So I ain't gonna be able to sit down here. You gonna have to pick up. You can take it from there. I'm like, yeah, I got it from there. So all I had to do is just wait because I know my wife is gonna call me and I can pick up. I'm like, okay. So meanwhile, I'm chilling at the other chick house, not on the block, just waiting on the phone call, right? She talking about if I go to jail, you bond me out. I'm like, yeah, I'll bond you out. I wouldn't leave you in there. Especially if I can help it. Some people ask questions they shouldn't even ask, but sometimes they don't know because if they ain't never went through the experience, they wouldn't know. But the point I'm making, y'all, is this chick, when it was time for her to be loyal to me and help me out, she didn't do what she's supposed to do. So really, I'm wasting all my time even fucking with you. I'm helping you, making your life better and convenient. You inconveniencing my life and you ain't trying to help me work for shit. And then a lot of time we be fucking with these women on the side and then get caught up and lose your major woman. You lose your major woman. So my point I was just trying to make to y'all is, bruh, stop doing that shit. We be losing. Listen, stop losing housewives for hoes, bruh. You hear me? I'm going to say it again. Stop losing housewives for hoes. Because 9 times out of 10, that's all it is, bro. They lock on to you because you fucking getting money. They can see that, People know when you getting money. They can tell by what you're driving. Even if you ain't driving, you could be riding shotgun. They could tell how the way you dress. People can watch you on TV. This nigga stay sharp. He be G'd up. They pay attention to every little detail, bro. Every little detail. If I had to do a lot of things all over, I would skip any of the cheating I did. Any of the cheating I did. Because all I did is help somebody else in life and upset my wife, basically. I never fucked the relationship up, but we still have an argument or talk about it. 15 years, Mom, you had that bitch. You was fucking with that bitch on the side for 15 years. 15 years you drug that bitch along. And she right. 15 years I drug this bitch along in tow. Got her in tow. Making sure her bills paid. Helping, sending her kids to fucking school. You know what I mean? Putting little lunch money up there for her kids. But one thing I never did, I never neglected my own kids because I made sure people was good, especially when I'm touching paper. My daughter's still spoiled than a motherfucker. Still spoiled. My wife and my baby mama used to tell me, you give her too much money. How the fuck can you give a child too much money when they're a teenager? You know what I mean? This girl fucking old teenager walking around with her girlfriends. Ain't none of them got no daddies. None of her girlfriends got no daddies. They want to, even if they smoking, drinking, or eating, whatever they want to do, they can't do it. They don't have no money. But guess what? This little girl do. Why? Because she got a whole fucking daddy that's hustling. All she had to do is pick the phone up. Daddy, what's up? I can eat some money. Where you at? I'm such and such. And I'll pull right up. All the fucking time. All over the city. All over the city. And then some other people, like my daughter, like I said, she was spoiled, right? One of her girlfriends had to get her straight. Because one time she called me and I wasn't in town. I was kind of far out. And I'm like, nah, well, that ain't going to happen today, man. Y'all have to do that tomorrow. Y'all can't do that today because I can't rush back because I'm riding back dirty. I'm not going to try to pick up the pace. And then I just copped and then money I had in my pocket. Nah, we ain't finna do it. Y'all, you go do that shit tomorrow. She had the nerve to get mad. Not because I ain't doing nothing right, just mad because she's spoiled. She can't get her way today. And she had a little attitude, right? And don't you know her girlfriend stepped right in her ass and like, Tamila, you wrong. She said, I've been with you. She said, 9 times out of 10, every time we call your daddy, we get what you want. Every time. She said 9 times out of 10, we get what we want. Here it is. The one time he tell you no, and you got to be upset. And like she told, I don't got no daddy to me. I wish I could be you. Where I can call my daddy and he go pull up. Bring me money for you and your mama. Buy cigarettes for people's houses you just at using the phone. Things like that. So she let her know, man, you dead ass wrong. And my daughter, she serious when it comes to her daddy. She love her daddy. But when she fuck up, she know how to apologize to her daddy. She ain't even go call. She pull up. Daddy, I'm sorry. I was going through some things, such and such. Mama did this and then when you told me no, all that just hit me at once. I'm like, Yeah, well, you need to know I always got your back. If I say no, that means no, something going on. You know, you go treat me with the same motherfucking respect. You treat me when I say yeah, you go treat me with the same respect when I say no, damn it. Because we're not going to be doing that. I'm breaking my neck to make sure you good, and then you get upset if I drop the ball on one thing or I can't get to you quick enough. Y'all remember them Batman movies, how them long premieres was? She called me one day and wanted to go to the movie. I said, what time you trying to go to the movie? I want to get there by 8 o'clock, such and such. I'm like, okay, well, you can go and go with them, and I'll just bring your money up to the movie. Sure enough, that's exactly what she did, and exactly what I did. When I pull up, when I tell you this motherfucking line was long, y'all, it was long all the way to the block, at least a block and so. And I'm like, damn. So when I pull up, I'm looking for her. I'm like, where the fuck she at? My wife like, Maurice, there she go. Her ass is in the line, y'all. You hear me? People walking up, she walking up and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? To me, I'm like, why the fuck are you in the line? My wife like, baby, she trusted you. She knew you was gonna be here. So why wouldn't she get in the line? Look how long that damn line is, Maureen. If she would have waited, she'd be all the way back there. I'm like, damn, you're right. I had to get out and walk to the line because she couldn't get out the damn line. When I walked to her, she was like third person away from the ticket counter. I'm like, oh, girl, enjoy the movie. Thank you, Daddy. Walked up, prayed her little feet. Her girlfriend like, you knew it. You said he gonna be here. You said he was gonna be here. Because I'm good with my time. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And if I tell you a certain time, I'm gonna try to be on time. You feel me? Anyway, man, this what G Shrimp, everybody favorite baby did for the street, man. I just thought I'd come give y'all a little content. Let y'all know what I was thinking about, man. It's a nice, gloomy day. Relaxing. I've been chilling, watching movies, sleeping a little bit, just relaxing. I had to get up, man. I can't let these stores close on me sometimes. I have to get up and move around for a minute. So, man, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll make sure I come see y'all tomorrow. But I got some business to take care of off of the air tomorrow. I got a busy day, but it's a beneficial day, so it'll be all right. Anyway, I'm out of here.